Can you just elaborate on what ayahuasca is for anyone who doesn't understand it?
Yes. So plant spirit medicine is basically plants that are used in a ceremony, usually with shamans. Shamans are natural healers that belong to indigenous cultures. And the shamans are so connected with nature over generation after generation, thousands of years. They have learned which plants to be able to help, people of their tribe. And now it's luckily accessible to us Westerners, but it helps us to get deeper into our soul to be a better leader, back in their day for their tribe, but for us to be a better person in society.
So, ayahuasca is a drink.
Yes, and so ayahuasca is a root, and it usually gets brewed into a tea with some DMT, which is a different type of plant.
Sounds like a potion, dude. Hey, B, I think something's clicking just by your table real quick. Yeah, you're cool. Just I think your leg or something might be hitting the table.
Okay. All right, good.
So ayahuasca is it's basically brewed into a tea by some shamans, and when you ingest it, it actually creates psychedelic effects. But it's not just with the intention to have this kind of an experience. It's with very specific intention around trying to understand why have you become how you are, and what can the person do to heal their heart, so that they can go on to be the best version of themselves without those lingering hurts and pains that they continue to carry.
How do you consume it? It's in like a cup or?
Yeah, so it's just like a little shot glass, and it's a liquid tea. It doesn't taste good, but you just kind of drink it, and that's pretty much it.
How instantaneous was the effect?
For myself, I would say it was probably within 20 minutes. Now, again,
did it hit you like, whoa?
Yes, and again, because I'm such a sensitive being, it hits me quicker than a lot of other people. I traveled to Costa Rica recently to the retreat center called Rhythmia, and both my friend Jason and I went. He did not get an experience because he's such a control freak. He couldn't let go. And yet, for myself, I'm like, all right, let's do this. Give this to me. And my experience was so intense and so vivid. I was actually able to, with the ayahuasca's help, recall memories. They were kind of like little fragments, but they were memories that were real, of my past. And, it was just wild. It basically started to uncover that when I was 8 years old, going to the roller skating rink, I was like, oh yeah, I remember going there with my friend Paula. And yeah, I remember her mom picked us up. Okay, let's see what else happens. And then the movie continues to play out one thing after the next. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I do remember that owner taking me in the back because my locker was stuck. And he was like, come in here, come with me, I'll fix it for you. Me being the psychic child was like, why am I going back here? You have to work here to come back here. And next thing you know, I just get shown these snippets, and I put all the pieces together and realize what had happened. And what was fascinating about the big takeaway, helping me to understand why I was the way that I was, I've had, my own fair share of issues. I mean, no matter who we all are here to learn. Relationships have been a struggle for me in my life. And I found like I was in the same kind of relationship with different men, but same sort of issues kept happening.
Dude. Yep. What type of dude?
So ones that were, kind of on the controlling side. I had lost my power the night of this incident when I was 8. And so I was not in my power. I would choose men that overpowered me. You name it. I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh. And so the ayahuasca pointed out to me, they're like, okay. And so you've always been drawn to Italian American men. Why? That person was that. They're like, oh, and by the way, do you know why you get disgusted by men with hairy chests and thick gold chains? And they're like, that was that guy.